Morning everyone. I am here up at the crack of dawn yet again for another exciting ride, long overdue in fact, and actually going back to where it all started, riding the MA10 from Andratx back up to Port de Pollença, and I will be getting the Mallorca Cycle Shuttle, long time sponsor of the channel. Been meaning to do this forever, but for whatever reason, bad weather, injury, other commitments, I've just not been able to do it. So today I'm going to kind of bring you along initially on the Mallorca Cycle Shuttle to tell you and show you what an incredible service it is, and then ride the best road in the world. So yeah, I'm excited for this.
Hey, once you had your bike started, please take a seat in the front as well. Okay.
Mate, thank you very much. So this is the other service that they've got, the Mallorca Cycle Rescue. So if you do run into bother, they can come pick you up as well. So mechanicals or a crash or anything like that. And I think you can take out insurance for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, whatever it is, the duration of your trip. And then rest assured that you've got help if you need it.
Most important of all, have a fantastic day.
Okay, so we're just picking up our bikes now, unloading. They all seem to have got off safely. Met Matt and Seffi, who follow the channel. So you're riding the MA10 today as well.
Yeah.
Have you done it before?
No, first time.
First time?
Yeah.
Okay, excited?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. Got nice weather today as well.
It's looking good, isn't it?
Yeah.
And enjoy the cycle shuttle. Bit of an early start today, I think.
Yeah, it was the Ironman though, wasn't it? The closure of the road today, so yeah.
Enjoy it out there. Maybe I'll see you. If you do see me, give me a shout. And
Will do.
yeah.
Have
There we
a good
go.
day.
Better
Thank
crack
you.
on. See you later.
See you.
So the MA10 starts with the Col de Sa Calobra. You're going to be climbing straight out of the gate, but it's nothing too complicated. Quite a gentle climb on lovely tarmac, recently got redone, as you can see. So 5 kilometers, 5%. Not really got too many ramps in it either, so you know you can find your pace early, tap into a gentle rhythm, and yeah, get started for what should be, or could be, one of the best bike rides you'll ever do. Alright, Col de Sa Calobra ticked off, nice and straightforward. So we're up to 360 metres above sea level. Now we've got a beautiful descent down to the proper part of the coast road. You've probably heard me say this about a million times now, but unlike when I did this video the first time, the road surface on the descent off Col de Sa Calobra is now perfect. It used to be, as I've said before, an absolute dog's dinner. So enjoy. See you at the bottom. Once you get onto the MA10's coast road section, it's pretty much a banger right from the start. Just been going up Esgrau. Esgrau is the mountain, I believe. There's a few different ascents, including the inland one that you do in the Mallorca 312. But that section there is, I think, probably the best section of road on the entire island. I think probably it's better enjoyed going the other way, downhill, just because it is such a fun little section with incredible views. But coming this way, you do get to, you know, enjoy the scenery a little bit more. You want it for longer, obviously. But yeah, really, really nice. Well, that was a great deal of fun. It's a beautiful day. I think absolute perfect cycling, Connies. I think it's probably about 20 degrees now. Obviously it'll warm up a bit later on, but yeah, just really comfortable temperature. Not really having to worry about being cold on the descents. The wind's not too bad. I was going to say it was very still, but it's literally just picked up as I started recording, but hey ho. Yeah, so I've just gone through Esteenks. I've previously called it Estelens. And I think I've got my hard L's and my soft C's muddled up. So, obviously Mallorca, the double L is a Y sound. I'm pretty sure they pronounce the C's with a K. All very interesting for you, a little phonics lesson. So, yeah, enjoyed that little descent off called as P or Pi. It's a bloody minefield, these pronunciations. And yeah, really enjoyed that. Last time I did it was with Ben Foster and the Cycling GK team. So on a gravel bike that time with loads of bags and stuff. And time before that, I was still getting to grips with descending around here. So yeah, I think that's probably the quickest I've done it. Really enjoyed that. Really quiet on the roads as well. So it's about 9:30 now on a Saturday morning. So yeah, zero traffic basically. I've got the road to myself. Lucky boy. I've decided to stop for a coffee at Es Fonda Casino in Banyalbufar. Really scenic spot, absolutely delightful. I've stopped here before, had a coffee, it was really nice, so don't see why I shouldn't do it again. Maybe you could do the same, I don't know. So just a quick stop for a coffee, in and out. I don't like to linger. And yeah, we're back climbing again. So out of Banyalbufar and onto the second proper climb of the day. The Col de Sabastida. Not too long, not too steep. Nice views. Jolly good. I've making an effort today to eat regularly. My last proper ride out was at the 312, and if you've seen that video, you'll know that it was a non-stop bonk fest. So yeah, just absolutely shoveling it in today. And yeah, over and out. So just gone past the turning for the Port de Pollença. I was thinking about doing that today, as well as Valdemossa and maybe even Sa Calobra, going down to all the ports basically. But I'm still a bit under the weather after the 312, so oh, windy here. I thought that was a bit stupid, so instead I'm just going to do the MA10. That bit only works if the wind sound comes across on the audio. It's just so funny, just such a funny guy. Anyway, just about to head up the Col Claret now, and then down towards Dea. Okay, so we are now 2.5 hours in, 55k done, so probably nearing halfway, going through the ever beautiful, wonderful Dea. Back on the coast road now. Obviously it kind of dips back inland for the Claret, and then yeah, we'll go through Dea down towards Sawyer, and then it's up to Puigmajor. Once we've done that though, that's basically all the climbing done. And it's kind of downhill basically, but just a really stunning day. It's surprisingly quiet out on the road today. I think obviously Easter holidays are out of the way now, so yeah, it's just much more peaceful. Often day can be a bit of a tourist kind of hellhole, but no, not today. I normally end up going in here for a dry old sandwich, but not today. Still got a couple of jam ones left. I'm a happy boy. This is a really nice ride. I suppose maybe I'll talk about why the MA10 is so good. If you've seen my top 5 routes in Mallorca video, I put this one at number 1. I think there's just something special about a point-to-point route. Whether you're catching a tailwind from somewhere, or plotting your way across a country or an island in this case, there's just something great about it. And when you're on a road as spectacular as the MA10, it's just a thrill a minute. There's not really a section on this entire road that isn't 10 out of 10. Even just completely innocuous bits that you don't even think about would be an absolute kind of highlight of any ride that you'd be on in the UK or elsewhere. So yeah, make sure you check it out. If you're in Mallorca, it has to be done, really, in my opinion, if you want to get the most out of your trip. So yeah, check it out. Obviously, with the point-to-point route comes logistical challenges, but there's no better service than the Mallorca Cycle Shuttle. It just works so smoothly. They've been doing it, moving thousands of cyclists every season, so they know what they're doing. The bikes are well looked after. Pretty reasonable. It's about £40, I think. So if you consider that like a taxi with bike transport around here could cost you about €90 normally. I think it's pretty, it's great value. Make sure you check out the affiliate link in my description. Unfortunately, it doesn't get you a discount, but it does give me a couple of quid. And tells Mallorca Cycle Shuttle that I have value. Anyway, I'll put the phone away now because we're going downhill. Good. Okay, so I'm now in Sawyer in a Repsol garage. Not the Repsol garage, but a Repsol garage nonetheless. Stopped for a little sandwich and some Aquarius to top up my bottles. Got Puig Major coming up. I'm planning actually on doing a slightly different route up Puig Major because I've done it many times, and there's an alternate route through Formentor, which is supposed to be an incredibly beautiful little town. So I only got that way today, so enjoy that. I really can't finish my vlogs today. What do I do? Some people do this. I don't like that. What about this? Woo! I'm just going through Sawyer now. You'll see this time of year a lot of what look like St George's Cross England flags. Now, don't be fooled, as I was when I came here last year, into thinking the Brits abroad had kind of gone one step too far. I was horrified to see a giant England flag on a hillside, but no, it's actually, this is all from memory, by the way, so I'm definitely bodging the details. Basically, it is celebrating, it's an annual festival that celebrates the repelling of, I believe, a Turkish invasion of Mallorca. I will probably do a voiceover now saying that I'm completely wrong, but it's something like that anyway. Either way, it ain't the Brits. Okay, I very much approve of this alternative route. Gets my hidden gem seal of approval. Especially because the start of Puig Major is quite busy, not particularly interesting. Whereas this, quiet, go through a beautiful little town, and yeah, it's just much more interesting. Though, be warned, I think it's a bit steeper. Going up, there's about 9% now, so yeah, definitely not quite as easy as Puig Major. It's also pretty exposed. The sun's definitely out now, and there's not really any shade the whole way up, so I'm feeling pretty roasty toasty. A bit more shade on the other side, but I wouldn't let that put you off. Sorry, I'm continuing my bad end to vlogs. Let's go with one of these. Woo! In pursuit of the perfect shot, I seem to have put my GoPro in an ant's nest, so hopefully that footage isn't, you know, crawling with bugs, and hopefully they're not, I mean, it looks like they're going right in there. A bit scared to take this out now. Ah! I've basically thrown it onto the floor in hopes of dislodging them. But, oh, they look a bit scary. They've got big red arses. Right, so I'm going to attach this back onto the bike now, and maybe they'll, you know, come all the way to Pollença if they're lucky. Okay, so made it to the top of Puig Major. Really nice ride up there today, actually. I enjoyed that more than I usually do. So it's pretty much downhill from here. So we're at 2,100 meters elevation climbed, 84 kilometers done, and 4.25 hours moving time. So yeah, moving along nicely. So we've basically got 1,000 meters of descending now, gradually down towards Port de Pollença. The Insta360 is running a little low on battery, so at some points I might have to splice in footage from other days. But yeah, what a lovely day out. What a lovely, lovely day out. There's a cyclist over there having a fag after getting to the top. I've not been a smoker for many, many, many years, but I just love seeing cyclists stopping for a puff, like Mario Cipollini or something. Anyway, on we go. We are between the Repsol garage and the Formentor now. The sun seems to have taken his hat off. Hip hip, oh nay. So that's a shame, but it doesn't look like it's going to rain, and it's still a lovely day. Just been really shocked at how quiet the road is today. I've been out, a fair bit recently, and it's normally a lot busier. Not sure whether the Ironman road closure has played any part in that, but yeah, super quiet. Lovely day. Probably maybe 3/4 an hour till we're back and done. 103k done, 2,327 meters, and it's just under 5 hours, 4 hours 54. Now, what I'd like to do at some point when I'm in slightly better shape is try and do like a MA10 time trial. Just stick on all my aero gear, be a real nerd about it, and then, I think sub 5 hours is very doable. 4.5 hours? That would have me back home about 25 minutes ago, so it's probably a little bit ambitious, but you know, I've only just come back from time off, been dawdling, taking it easy, stopping to film stuff. Then obviously that doesn't factor into the ride time at the moment, but yeah, let me know in the comments if you'd like to see that. Not sure quite how I'd film that though, because I'm going to be head down for that one. But anyway, yeah, beautiful ride, beautiful day. Looking forward to getting home and having a beer. I think I've earned it. Okay, top of the Formentor now. So got the best descent on the island to finish off today's route. We'll see how long the Insta360 lasts. I suspect it won't get all the way down. So if I suddenly have a kit change and the sun comes out halfway down, you'll know why. I'm just waiting for a gap in the traffic now. I just got to the top and a few cars went past. That's my top tip. Sometimes it's worth just waiting a minute and guaranteeing yourself a free run. And then if you start to see a car coming around the corner up there, you know, it's time to get a wriggle on. So yeah. Okay, right, so there we have it. That is the MA10 from start to finish. I haven't technically finished, I've got about 2 kilometers left, but you know, when the mood strikes you for a little piece to camera, you know, you can't argue with that. I really enjoyed that. That was actually one of the most fun days on the bike I've had in months. There you go. If you want to do this ride, check out Mallorca Cycle Shuttle. I'll say it again, check out Mallorca Cycle Shuttle. Affiliate link in the description. So yeah, do that. Subscribe, drop me a comment. Love you all. Toodaloo, bye bye.